And we're live, showing a picture of my studio mandala.
Yeah, that's awesome. You should wave. You should go in there and wave.
No, don't. My son's trying to put filters on. No.
I'll get rid of it.
I know you can do filters on Facebook.
You can. It's annoying because he keeps wanting to. Can you all hear us? Is there anybody there?
One.
Anybody there? Oh, there's
Someone
one. Hi. I don't know who it is. Hello. Why doesn't it say who it is? Are you wondering why there's just a picture of my wall and nobody else? It's because we're going to make a grand entrance.
Can't tell them that. It's not granding.
Oh. There's one.
Doesn't say who it
It
is.
doesn't really matter because I just want to put it on YouTube. So.
You know.
Oh, where was that?
Did it work?
Okay, ready?
Did it work?
Did what work?
Able to upload?
Yeah, it did. Okay. All right, we're saying hi. Hey! Thank you guys for joining me again. Oh my gosh, second video. There's 2 on YouTube. This is going to be our 3rd one, and I'm super excited because I'm my favorite master esthetician, right?
Yes.
Master esthetician, Jamie Egan. If you don't know who she is, shame on you. So she's she's gonna be my model tonight. I'm so excited. I'm gonna put her through the ringer because you guys know my favorite thing to do is torture people. So tonight I am gonna torture you guys, hopefully, and Jamie. And if you're not catching this live, that's cool. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna put it up on YouTube. I am struggling. I just want y'all to know with getting it up on YouTube. It's not my strong suit. Yeah. It's not. It's horrible. So I'm working on it. I think everything is good, meaning that Jay's got it handled. So hopefully this will be up here tonight. Fingers crossed, maybe tomorrow. So with that being said, if y'all are ready, we're going to start in a seated position. So Jane, go ahead and have a seat. A comfortable seat, so that can mean cross-legged or legs out in front of you. Or any other way. So which one feels best to you?
I think cross-legged.
Cross-legged? Okay. So I'm going to join you for a moment. I might bring my mat over. We'll stay far enough apart from each other.
6 feet.
6 feet? This is not 6 feet. I'll do my best to stay as far away from you as possible. All right. Sit up. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Allow your eyes to close. Let's go ahead and all of us, let's bring our hands right to our low belly. And we're going to stay breathing in and out through the nose. We're going to zip those lips up. Take a big breath in. Exhale all the way out. And again. And out. Start working those lungs a little bit more. Inhale. Keep going. Keep inhaling, seeing if you can get deeper and deeper into your body. Exhaling all the way out. See if you can get into those hands. Can you inhale and press that belly into those hands? And exhale all the way out. Couple more. Inhale, making space. Exhale out. And then one more time, big breath in. And long exhale, exhale all the way out. Releasing your hands from your belly and placing them on your knees. Sitting up just a little bit taller. Nice neutral spine. Slowly begin to open those eyes and bring your palms together at heart center. We're just going to gaze down at our fingertips for a moment, taking this time to disconnect from what's going on in the outside world. Using every time you get on that mat or you have a pause in your life to disconnect from the outside and reconnect with the inside. Reconnect with the opportunity to choose joy. Reconnect with the opportunity to find laughter in weird places. Reconnect with yourself. Reconnect with your breath and your intentions. And we're just gonna start to move those hands up and down, just starting to rub them together. Just kind of as a little bit of a cue to our bodies is, hey, we're gonna start building a little bit of heat now. We're gonna start moving, so you keep going. I'm just gonna sit here and tell Jamie what to do. It's what I end up doing best. It's just directing, ask my kids. We start to go a little bit faster, building a little bit more heat. And let's speed it up. Let's go another about 15 seconds or so. Making the movement a little bit bigger. What? We're good?
Good, yeah.
Okay. Almost there. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. And then take those hands and place them on your shoulders and start to twist. Easy twist. This could be rough for people, especially in the beginning. So go ahead and start off nice and slow. Notice how Jane's spine is nice and neutral. She's got those elbows wide apart from each other. And she's just starting to twist from the center of the body. So see if you can start to get that twist a little bit higher up and a little bit less in your hips. Good. And then can you begin to speed it up a little bit? Does that feel okay for you?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to just start speeding it up. You're just going to start going back and forth and back and forth. And some of these moves, we're going to just repeat over and over and over again today for a good amount of period of time. So if you need breaks, take breaks. Good. Keep going a little bit quicker. And then you can leave your hands right there if that feels good, or you can take them out into the cactus arms, but that might not be comfortable for shoulders. It might be too intense. So you can always bring those hands back. Good, and we're just gonna keep going. We've got a little bit longer. Make sure you're breathing. You can even add some breath to it. If that feels good. Sometimes this one's just really good to get that energy moving. And man, do we need to get our energy moving up and out of our bodies. So this is it. So you got 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it all the way back to center and just let yourself rest right here for a moment. Notice any sensations that are happening in the body. Breathe into it. Sometimes you'll be surprised. You'll get a little adjustment of the neck or a little change in the shoulders. And we're going to do that move one more time. This time trying to pick up the pace just a tiny bit. Okay, so palms back either to your shoulders or out to cactus arms. And we're going to begin to twist again. Good. Notice how she's keeping it right at the ribs and up. Twisting. Finding that breath. So trying to connect a breath with that movement. It doesn't have to be out loud. It can totally be a silent breath, but just kind of forcing, kind of really getting that energy to move. Good. Keep going. I need a clock closer now. Need to rearrange my room for now we're doing virtual yoga. Good. Keep going. You got 15 seconds left. You got this. You guys all got this. Keep going. Find that movement. Find that space. Add that breath. Use it all. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Back to center and relax.
Get the heat going.
Get the heat going a little bit. Good. Big breath in. Exhale all the way out. At any point where you're like, when the hell is when can I stop? All right. Let's go ahead and take it to all fours. Take it to all fours, and we're just gonna move, okay? So this is pretty soon off of the bat. You're gonna take your right leg straight back behind you. Good, and go ahead and point your toes today. You're gonna pull your elbows in really tight, and you're going to do a push-up where you're gonna reach your nose out in front of you, yep, and push yourself back up. Good, that's it. How many of these can you do? Ooh. Do you feel extra pressure that you're on camera?
Yes, I
do. So I can make you do a whole,
I really gotta perform.
Whole lot of them. Oh, you're moving.
Have to.
Oh, look at this.
They
Wes
can't
is getting
see.
fancy.
They can't see.
3, 2,
Excuse me.
and 1, and back. Good. Go ahead and press back to a child's pose for just a moment. That was Weston's handyman work, so if you got a little seasick there, that's his fault. I'm just saying. Good, James. Inhale up to all fours. All right, take that left leg. Good, and go ahead and head into those push-ups. That left leg is back like this, if you are wondering what the leg looks like. Good. Those look great. It's like you work out or something. reverse back to child's pose. Awesome. Big breath in here. Big breath. Fill those lungs. Exhale all the way out. Beautiful. Inhale up to all fours. You're going to come You're going to come all the way up onto your knees. Interlace your fingers back behind your back. Let's just do a nice chest expansion here. Good. And then I want you to start off low first. Or I want you to keep it low impact. So you're going to go here and here. But then you're going to start to, get more intensity when you're up and down. So she's going to start to fold over, lift those hands a little bit, and come back up. Fold over, lift the hands, come back up. And again, over and over and over again, the same movement. Yep, good, you got it, that's it. So does that make sense? Hopefully folding at the waist, chest expansion, shoulders are pulled back, fingers interlaced. Good, couple more. Little does she know that we're going back to those push-ups in a second. Guess now you know too. 2 more.
Oh, 2 more.
It's always 2 more. Good. And release. All right, all fours. Last round, you guys. Take that right leg straight back. We'll just do 5. Okay? Push up. Good. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 more. And switch sides. Left leg back. 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and last one, 5, yay, child's pose. Woo. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths. One more breath. Good. Inhale, come back up all the way onto those knees. Interlace your fingers, but this time interlace your finger with the opposite pointer finger on top. Okay? And same movement. So for this one, let's lift the arms first, then hinge, bring the arms down, stand up, so that your hands are going to be the first to move, then your hips. Okay? And back and forth. And if those knees are giving you a hard time, we can always double up the mat. Probably a lot of you are on carpet, so hopefully the knees won't be giving you as rough of a time. Your knees doing okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Good. Couple more. Good. Last one. I'll really actually mean a couple more. Good. And then come all the way up. All right. Next one. A little challenging here. So you're going to come into your plank. Okay. Okay. And you're going to step your right foot forward and come into a lunge. And then you're going to take it back. And then you're going to alternate the other side. Your left foot's going to come forward, step into a lunge, take it back. And again, right foot, back. Left foot, back. Good. We're going to do this for 15 consistent seconds. If you can't get your foot all the way forward, just take it right here. Bring it halfway up and then take it back. Bring it halfway up and take it back. You don't have to touch down your heel like Jamie's doing. You can keep it just part way up. Awesome. One more to each side. Let's end on the left side. Good. Release those knees. Child's pose. Take a child's pose in between. Take a few deep breaths. Hey, if somebody is watching, hopefully somebody's watching, will you please let me know if I'm loud enough? Because surprisingly, sometimes I'm not loud enough. Go figure. Weird. Okay, you got one more of those in you?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Inhale up to plank. Let's start with the left foot this time. Step the left foot forward as you exhale and back. Right foot and back. Good. Find a little bit more forceful breath for this practice today. Really focus on moving the energy. That's what this practice is all about. We have so much crap that we're feeling and that we're dealing with, and it's all legitimate, and it is all true and fearful, and it's awful, and let's just get it moving out of our body, at least for a moment. One more. Right side. Good. And knees and child's pose. Feel like you're getting stuff moving?
Yeah.
Good. Let's take some, 3 deep breaths now. Big breaths. I did tell you I was going to have you do a more high impact, right? Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Oops. Did I tell you it was restorative?
No. You didn't tell me anything. I came in this blind.
Isn't she a good friend? Just came into this blind. Okay, next one. Before we start, we're going to show you the different ways to do this. So first way is on all fours. This is the one where you bring your knee to your elbow. So you reach your leg back and then bring your knee to your elbow. And you're going to alternate. Okay, so you'll go here, pull it forward, set it down. Yep, so that you can do it on your knees. Okay, good. Okay, now take it to downward facing dog. Lift your leg, pull your knee to your elbow, rest it down. Okay, you can do it like that if you like, up to you. Or you can do it in plank. Okay, so go ahead and go to plank. Lift your right leg, knee to elbow, and back. Other side, and back. So whichever one you want to do at home, or Jane, whichever one you want to do is fine with me. Okay?
Okay.
So
how long am I doing this for?
We'll do 2 rounds, 15 seconds. Okay?
I'll do plank first.
Okay. So she's going to start with plank, but you can do it on all fours the whole time. When you're ready, go ahead and go. Good. Knee to elbow. Knee to elbow. Again, you can do this on all fours. Let me just remind you. Here, release. Here, and release. Okay? Really move those legs. If you're on all fours, get those legs moving. Get yourself that heat. Good. And last one. Awesome. Release your knees. Rest back to child's pose. Hey, did somebody say I was fine?
Sounds good.
Thank you. Just checking. Big deep breaths. So, as much as this practice is about moving the energy, it might not be a late night practice. Amy's gonna have a lot of energy, so hopefully she has plans when she gets home. More house cleaning, perhaps.
Maybe.
You could ramp up your energy. I'm not saying it always will, but there's definitely more of an opportunity for a higher impact, high intensity yoga class at night to bring your energy up. So this is a great 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock instead of those Cadbury eggs, which I may or may not be speaking from experience. Maybe 45 minutes.
Speaking for a friend.
Speaking for a friend, yeah. All right, which one are you going to do this time?
I'll do the downward dog.
Downward dog. Okay, so let's do this. Instead of with the downward dog, taking that leg back behind, let's go ahead and just pull the knee in if you can, okay? So when you're ready, downward facing dog, plank or all fours, knee to elbow and back. Alternating side to side. Good, knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Notice how this is also getting her a nice workout in the shoulders, some good movement in the back and the hips. Probably should watch the time so she doesn't kill me. Got 5 seconds left. And last one. Good. You just start with the right, finish with the left. And release your knees. And child's pose. Let yourself be soft in your child's pose. Yes.
Can we take the clock down so you can see it?
No, it's okay. I'm okay. You guys annoyed that I keep looking at the clock? Hopefully it doesn't bug anybody on there.
Me.
Yeah, Weston says he's annoyed. What are you doing? All right, ready? Okay, hey, this one's not as bad.
Okay.
This one's not as bad. So we're just gonna be in downward facing dog, and we're gonna alternate our 3-legged dogs. So in downward facing dog, you're gonna inhale your right leg up, and then gently exhale, float it down. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, float it down. Good. Again, right leg and down, and left leg. Good. Let's do a couple more rounds. 3 more rounds. Awesome. That's perfect. 2 more rounds. Oh, my voice just went really high right there. Good. And last one. Good. And then from here, if you would just gently exhale, walk your hands back to your feet or both. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. Good. And then let yourself hang in a forward fold. Does that feel okay? Does your heart rate feel too high to hang in a forward fold?
No.
Okay. If your heart rate feels too high to be hanging in a forward fold, then you can gently just stand yourself up and stand in Tadasana. Sometimes if our heart is beating too intensely, a forward fold is not a good thing for our body. Okay, so up to you. Good, one more breath. Good, and then on your next inhale, bring your gaze forward and walk it back out to downward facing dog. Remember, you can always take breaks and you can do all of this stuff on all fours. Okay, let's go back to those three-legged dogs again. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Good. Two more of each. So 2 more rounds. Good. Exhale, release your knees to the floor. Lift yourself up into hero's pose. So if this is not an accessible pose to you, if you can't sit back on your heels, you can always come up high. But if you can sit back, go ahead and stay on those heels. Interlace your fingers back behind your back. Lift your chest, expand your chest. Good. Draw those shoulder blades back together. Excellent. Chest expansion. Allow your eyes to close. We'll take 3 deep breaths right here. As you exhale, gently release the interlacings of your fingers. We're going to take our hands in front of us, and I want you to give yourself a really big hug. See if you can reach back and get a hold of your shoulder blades, and you're going to get a hold of your skin and kind of pull that skin forward so that you're opening up through the backs of the shoulder blades. And then you can just gently drop your chin to your chest. Good. Opening up through the backs of the shoulder blades, the front of the chest, expanding. So the good news is you're done with all your shoulder work.
We're halfway done.
No, but you're done with all your shoulder work. We're halfway done, she says. Well, maybe. I don't know. Pretty
Not that
close.
I'm not enjoying it.
All right, exhale and release. Go ahead and plant your hands, and we're going to take it right into a squat. So, can you do heels down, or do you do heels up?
No, I can do heels down.
Okay, so Jamie's going to do heels down. I'm going to do them up just so you can see. So it's totally fine if those heels are lifted and your knees track over your toes, okay? So this is a perfectly great squat. What?
Turn more.
Turn this way more?
Yeah, there you go.
Like that. So my heels are lifted. Jamie's are down on the floor. You're taking a couple more big deep breaths right here. Good. Excellent squat. Just got a good squatter. Is that a compliment?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. Go ahead and slowly release those hands to the mat, and you're going to begin to lift your glutes and come into a forward fold.
Okay.
And go ahead and turn your feet to an 11 and relax to a forward fold. Good. Take a big breath here. Big breath into that belly. Exhale all the way out. Good. Okay, so while you're in your forward fold, I want you to just take one, I had stuttered there. I want you to just take one more breath. Let yourself hang a little bit lower. And then we're going to bring ourselves up actually a little bit higher for this. So when you inhale, James, go ahead and come up and come onto your fingertips, or tent your fingers a little bit more. And you're going to lift your leg and bring it back down. Lift your other leg and bring it back down. And you're just going to alternate. We would call these standing splits, but that's very intimidating to some people to say splits. Nobody likes that word. So just standing leg lifts is what we're going to call them. Okay? Good. Keep going. This one we're going to do a little bit longer. I know you got the endurance in you. Good.
Just not the flexibility.
That's okay. You don't need to be flexible to do yoga. I'm so glad she said that. Tell your friends, you don't have to be flexible to do yoga. Nobody does. All right, now we're going to start to change this right into lunges. So you're going to lunge back. Good, and bring it forward. You can move up your mat a little bit if you want to keep your feet on. Lunge to the other side. We're alternating. We're always alternating. And back. Yep. Lunging and forward. Excellent. Good. Keep going. Oh, it's great. Lunging. Now we're going to see if we can combine the two together. So go ahead and come one more.
Okay.
Then the next time you're going to lift your leg up, set it down, lift it up, and bring it back. Does that make sense? So lift it up, set it down in a lunge, lift it up, and bring it back. That's it. Good. Lift it, lunge, lift, and back. Perfect. Good. One more to each side. Awesome. Good. Beautiful, beautiful. Last one. Awesome. Lift it up. What happened?
I think I did it wrong.
No, you
Okay.
didn't. You did. It didn't look like you did it wrong. She didn't do it wrong. They're not looking anyway. They're doing their own.
Good.
Exhale, forward fold. Good. One more breath. Exhale all the way out. Awesome. Inhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. And now you're going to actually walk your hands over to the right and come into a wide-legged forward fold. Good. So hopefully that makes sense. Right leg went back into a lunge. Hands walked over to the right. She pivoted on her feet. Wide-legged forward fold. Okay? I'm going to move. Weston just threw me the whoa. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move over here because I think it would be weird to be back behind her. What do you think, dude? All right, so from here, we're going to take it goddess to 5-point star. So I want you to bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, stand it up. Good, your feet are a little bit wide, so go ahead and walk them in, heels in. Inhale, arms up. So that is 5-pointed star right there. As you exhale, bend your knees and your elbows, goddess pose. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess pose. Good, and you're going to keep going. So I just want to say, any type or any speed you want to go is fine with me. You can go slower, you can go faster. Show them like triple speed. You could go like that. Okay, go ahead and just slow it back down. You can go like that. You can take it down and hold, and then bring it back up. So whatever practice works the best for you, where you feel like you're getting the best movement for your body. Okay, one more option is to do this and really actively squeeze those shoulder blades back together. Yeah, so that's another option. Not saying you have to do it, I'm just saying that's an option. Good, let's take it for 2 more. Last one. Good, now this next time you're gonna take it into sunflower. So the knees are gonna bend, you're gonna swipe your hands across and bring it back up. How low you go is up to you, okay? Good. So just watch those knees. Make sure those knees stay pressing out that whole time. And use that breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. Good. Last 2. Last one. Come on up and then come down and hold it right here. Good, and you're just gonna hold it. Pull your low belly in, draw your pelvic floor up, proud heart. And I want you to breathe, okay? Stay right there. Stay with it. You guys stay with it. Take your tailbone pointed to the floor just a little bit more. Oh, that was good. That was really good. Good, keep breathing. Keep breathing. Good. And then slowly inhale, stand it up. Step your feet together. Stand up tall in your mountain pose. Allow your eyes to close. And start to focus on that exhale. Inhale through your nose. Lips stay zipped. Exhale nice and slow. And again. Exhale. And again. Last one. And bring your palms together to heart center. And just for a change of scenery, we're going to turn around and face the other way. just because. I have no other reason. All right. Inhale, arms up. And then I want you to step it out to your goddess pose again. Step it out to your goddess pose. So bend your knees, bring your elbows down. Good. Inhale up, 5-pointed star. Come all the way up. Good. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Good. Keep going. And if you are at home want to turn around for a change of scenery too, please feel free to turn around. I totally had Jamie do that for absolutely no reason whatsoever, just so y'all know. Just so she could look at the other brick wall of the studio. Good, you got 3, 2, and then on the last one, this one, turn it into sunflower. So slide those hands across the floor. Yep, and then all the way back up to 5-pointed star. Good, and down. That's it. That looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Keep going. That's perfect. Good. Last 2. Last one. Good. Reach all the way up and then exhale into that horse stance again. So bend your knees. Go ahead and just bring your hands to your thighs. Point your tailbone to the floor. Lift that chest and your gaze. And you can stay right here with your hands or you can reach them out in front of you. Good. Find your breath. Find your focus here. Okay, we're going to breathe. Last one. As you exhale, bring your palms together to heart center. Inhale, stand it up. Good. Step your feet together and come back to the front of your mat and into mountain pose. Rest your hands down by your sides. Close your eyes. We'll take 3 deep breaths right here. Beautiful. Slowly begin to open your eyes. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. As you exhale, bring your hands back behind you, chest expansion. We're going to do the same thing we did in Hero's Pose, only standing. So you're going to go forward and come back. Good. And you're just going to keep going. Forward and back. Excellent. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And feel free to make it a little bit more forceful. Just be careful. Sometimes you can get really dizzy doing this. So really pay attention to how your body's feeling and responding to it. Good. For 3 and 2 and 1. Good. And stand up. Release those hands. Mountain pose. 1 breath in. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Let your head release. Take a big breath in. Exhale all the way out. 1 more time, big breath in. Exhale all the way out. Good, go ahead and come down onto your knees. Onto those knees. And then we're just going to get our feet out of the way so you can come onto your glutes and into a seated position. Find a comfortable seated position. And we're going to go back to that twist again one more time, okay? So let's start to rub those hands together. Weston's doing things to me behind the camera, and he knows that I can't not react. It's impossible. All those TikTok things. I'm so good at them.
Yeah, me too.
Do you do TikTok?
Oh my gosh, I try. Hilarious. It's terrible. I have one for my skincare, but I can't do the dances.
You can't do the dances? I think you should start skincare and dances. Okay. All right. Woo-hoo-hoo. Bring those hands onto the shoulders. And let's start to twist. Good. Jamie's got her hands out in that cactus pose. So I have to be really careful My ribs have been a little bit on the sensitive side of things lately. If anyone's ever had a rib head pop out, if you have any idea what that feels like, I don't know if it's hard to explain. It feels like somebody's shoved a knife. Have you ever had a rib head pop out?
No.
Oh, it's miserable.
Keep it that way.
Yeah. And so mine like to do it. And so I'm going to keep my twist nice and centered. James going to take hers a little bit more intense. I'm just going to stay right here so you can stay wherever you need to. And we're going to go for 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to come back to the center. Let all of those sensations exist. Big deep breath. One more breath. Now go ahead and slowly begin to inhale and open your eyes. And we're going to make our way onto our backs. But I think maybe what we should do, I'm going to move my mat out of the way, have you angle your mat just a little bit and have your head be like, right.
Like that?
Yeah, have your head be right there.
Okay.
Good, that's perfect. Wes, does this look okay in frame?
Yep.
Okay, and then go ahead and come all the way down onto your back. Good, yep, legs can go straight, arms up overhead, full body stretch. We're gonna do just a little bit of core. This can be something you keep your head and your shoulders down on the mat. So I'll just show you real quick. Really simple, here and here. Just like we've been doing, alternating side to side. You can lift your head or you can not touch and keep your head on the ground. But every time you come up, I want you to engage your core. Squeeze that low belly into the spine just a little bit. Good, and you're just gonna go back and forth. So whenever you're ready to begin, you can begin. Awesome, that's perfect. Good, do you feel comfortable lifting your head?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and do just a couple of those. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to come up a little bit higher, as long as your neck, as long as it feels okay with your neck. Okay, sometimes that really stresses me out because it's a lot of pressure on the neck. But I know that she's really strong and I'm not worried about that. But if you feel at all uncomfortable, put your head to the floor. One more to each side. Last one. Good. Exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your hands around your shins. And hold it right here. Nice long spine. Feet are flexed. Look at that. She did it perfectly. I didn't even have to tell her. So amazing. Look at those pretty little flexed feet. They're a little dirty though. I'm not one to talk.
I'm gonna walking around barefoot.
It's nice. A little earthing.
Yes, out in the front yard.
Yes. So Heather Einvey, I'm going to shout out to Heather. She owns the garage. She has been putting workouts on her page.
That's
And
awesome.
today she did a virtual workout. And so Weston and I didn't do the virtual one because I didn't want to get up at 8:45 to do it. I mean, I was up at 8:30, but I didn't want to do it. So anyway, Weston and I and Gracie did it outside today.
And Ty for like
Nice.
2 things.
Yeah, I did too. All right, go ahead and slowly release those feet to the floor. Inhale your right leg up to the ceiling. Wrap your hands back behind your right leg for just a moment. Draw it in. Big breath in. Obviously, you can tell we're starting to cool it down a little bit now. Good, and then go ahead and take your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Wrap your hands around your left thigh and pull it in for a figure 4. And we'll just hold it here, maybe for about 20 seconds or so. I want you to focus on heavy shoulders, a long spine, relaxed neck and jaw. One more breath. Good. Exhale and release your left foot to the floor and take your right foot down. Okay, left leg, let's bring that left leg up to the ceiling. Wrap your hand back behind that left leg, toes pulled back to the face, stretching through the back side of the leg. Breathing here. So hopefully after a practice like the one you just did, you'll feel like you have some more space in your body. The practice that we did is really helpful when it comes to mobility of our joints. Okay, go ahead and place that left ankle on top of your right thigh, pull it in. The heat helps a lot to give yourself a little bit of space to manipulate those muscles, make them a little bit more pliable is a good word. And again, a great energy booster. I'm trying to keep this at 45 minutes so that it seems like a doable amount of time for you. Even if you wanted to just do the main part of the practice and skip the cool down and then just move on with what you're doing, I think that's fine. So then that way it would only be about 30-minute practice or so, 35 minutes. So I'm trying to find, just trying to find a balance between longer classes and shorter classes, and I know when we're home it's harder to fit in our classes. So hopefully we can get a good mix for you on here. Okay, go ahead and release that right foot to the floor and your left foot to the floor. Arms down by your sides. Go ahead and walk your heels in a bit closer to your glutes. Walk your shoulder blades down your back a little bit. And we're going to inhale and come up into one bridge. So you're just going to inhale, come up into your bridge pose. Good. See if you can walk your shoulder blades underneath you just a tiny bit. Perfect. And you're just going to hold it right here. Find a little bit of space in your chest, a little bit of lift in your hips. This is a really nice pose to focus on deep belly breaths. That looks awesome. 2 more breaths. Awesome belly breaths, working that diaphragm, those lungs. Last one. And as you exhale, slowly release your spine to the mat. Take those legs long out in front of you. Arms up overhead, full body stretch again, big reach. One more stretch. So when you're ready to exhale, go ahead and draw that left knee in, wrap your hands around it. And then hug it towards your shoulder a little bit. So bring it towards your left shoulder a little bit. Yeah, so you want to try to avoid your rib cage with this one. And just hugging it up into your shoulder. This is nice, helpful for digestion. If you're feeling like you're eating too much, again, talking about a friend, not me. My coping mechanism might be eating, I'm just saying.
Well, I have more food than I've ever had in my house.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm munching.
Yeah.
I'm home.
Yeah, exactly. And no, the camera doesn't add 10 pounds. This is it. Oh, so sad. It's those Cadbury eggs. I don't know how they keep ending up in my cupboard. Okay. All right, go ahead and release that left leg down and hug your right knee in. Again, avoiding the rib cage up to your shoulder. That's perfect. Awesome. Isn't she a great model? Big deep breath. One more breath. And exhale all the way out. Good. And then when you're ready to go ahead and release that foot to the floor. And I want you to place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart center. And even though we'll probably cut Shavasana off short today, I'd like you to stay in it for as long as you would like. But I do want to just say a couple of things at the very beginning of your Shavasana. I want you to try, as you're laying here with one hand on your belly at your intuition and your knowing center and one hand at your heart, where all that love comes from, I want you to think about, one, all the things that you are grateful for right now. There's a lot. actually to be grateful for. This is crazy. And you'll keep hearing me say this in my videos over and over again. This is a crazy, chaotic, scary, frustrating, angering, debilitating time with a whole lot of beauty mixed into it. There's just gorgeousness all around. Seeing parents playing with their kids, being outside, enjoying the sunshine, reading more with our children. And if you don't have children, reading more, learning, slowing down. There is so much beauty, and I know sometimes it's hard to see it through all of the shit, but it is there, and there's a lot of it. So as you're in your Shavasana, see if you can come up with a couple of those things. And I want you to stay in your Shavasana as long as you would like. Heck, 7:15. You could go to sleep. You could just go to bed right now, right after Shavasana. Even if you've got kids, they'll be fine. Thank you guys so much for joining us, Jamie. Thank you so much for being here, being my model.
I'm grateful for you.
And I'm grateful for you. And I'm grateful for Polished, where she works. Just saying. She does sell gift certificates. Just a little shout out. It's time. Again, stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. Thank you for being here. I'm going to try to hop on here tomorrow morning. And if not, upload it to YouTube, Jamie Osborne Yoga. And we will be live again Monday at 10 a.m. So thank you guys for joining me. I love you all so very, very much. I truly, truly do. Namaste.